It's such a busy and crazy week in gaming right now, but I wanted to get this video out there talking about Elden Ring Nightreign Duo Expeditions on the way, and the fact that Elden Ring Nightreign has sold so many copies, guys. This and more details in this video if you're interested in learning about how duos is going to be implemented in this game in the future and the success of Elden Ring Nightreign. So, Elden Ring Nightreign is now up to 3.5 million copies sold after 5 days on sale, with its Steam user review rating improving from mixed to mostly positive. Elden Ring was a massive hit, selling 30 million since going on sale in 2022, and seems unlikely that Nightreign will come close to matching that success. I mean, let's be real, yeah, I don't think it will. For better context, though, the Shadow of the Erdtree expansion sold 5 million copies within 3 days of its release in 2024. So now with From Software's multiplayer spinoff, just having launched, it had 2 million sales in just a day. It got 2 million one day, and within 5 days got to 3.5 million. Much of the initial negative sentiment revolved around Nightreign's brutal solo experience, its lack of duos co-op, lack of voice chat, and other archaic mechanics. That age-old multiplayer struggle to find enough friends to make up a coordinated 3-player group is very much a part of the Elden Ring Nightreign experience too. But good news came back on Monday. From Software released a patch to make solo play much easier, right? So we got the patch on Monday, buff solo play, and it buffs 3-player a little bit too, because now certain enemies and bosses give you more runes basically to level up faster. And with that patch out of the way now, well, you might be wondering, well, what happens next, right? From Software said that in addition to DLC releasing later this year, new additions will be gradually implemented, including enhanced fights against existing Night Lords starting this month in June, as well as duo expeditions at a later date. The additional duos will come as some relief to players who have questioned its omission from launch. Elden Ring Nightreign drops players into the shifting lands of Limveld, exploring and fighting for survival either solo or in groups of 3. There's no way to play 2-player co-op. Well, unless you get that mod that's on Nexus Mods. Recently, though, there was an interview that IGN did with the game director talking about why was this decision made not to include duos right away. And the lead developer discussed a choice to lean on solos and trios as the core experience options. And basically, he admitted they overlooked duos. And he apologized about that. And he understands the fans and what they want and the feedback. So this is why we're going to get duos officially from the devs themselves implemented in the game. And you don't have to go the way of the mod route, because you got to think too, with the duos mod, it has to keep up with the patches of the game, and of course not infringe upon the anti-cheat system on PC, as well as using Bandai Namco's like online service, things like that, because you can get banned if you're using a mod that infringes upon their rules and terms, policies, things like that when it comes to online play. But that's why this mod exists. It's a similar thing with Seamless Co-op mod for base game Elden Ring, where that's its own thing. It doesn't infringe upon, it doesn't interfere with the official online servers of Elden Ring. It does its own thing basically to allow people to play together in co-op. And while the devs have put a lot of effort into creating a great experience overall in their mind, to create a great solo experience for players, to create a great 3-player co-op experience here as well, they are no longer overlooking duos mode, and it will be coming. We just don't know when, as this does take time. It could be next month, it could be a few months, who knows, guys. But I will definitely keep you updated on this and more with the game, because I know people get tired of, like, if you're just playing with your one friend, you have to keep up with a rando and hope that rando person is good enough to help you out and competent enough to understand what to do and where to go and things like that, to have a better run overall. So duos mode is going to help alleviate that. Heck, I was playing last night with my friend, and we were good. We communicated in Discord, but we had to have a third random. But it was all right. We did a few runs, and I helped her get her first victory. It was a great, satisfying moment for her, and it was satisfying for me because I like helping people out in this game in some capacity. And this game is meant to be played with friends anyway. It's a great co-op game. Yes, it has its flaws, just like any other game or any other co-op game, but that's just how it is. It's either going to be for you or it's not going to be for you. And the devs are listening, and they're taking feedback, and they are fixing some things. They've already fixed many things already with this game, and they're going to continue to fix and update the game going forward because honestly, they do have something here. It's not going to be on a level of Elden Ring in terms of 30 million sales, I believe, but the fact it sold 3.5 million already, I can see it maybe hitting 5, maybe 10 by end of the year. 5 to 10 million by the end of the year, maybe. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see on that with the success of this game as they improve it and add more content to it. But let me know your thoughts about this, guys, because that's going to wrap it up for me in this video. What do you think about this? Are you excited that it's officially going to be coming now? It's not just going to be regulated to PC through a mod, because that would be the only way you would originally be able to play duos mode is through a modded way, and that would be alienating people on console who would want a duos mode but would be forced to get the PC version and use a mod. And now we don't have to worry about getting a mod for duos because the devs officially are making it happen. Let's just hope that they, scale it appropriately for 2 players, right? Just like they did for solo, and they got it scaled appropriately better for 3 players, because duos, yeah, they're going to have to maybe do something, not just with how much runes you get, but how they design enemies around in terms of how difficult they are, as well as bosses too, to some degree. I don't know. I don't think the bosses really got nerfed in the recent patch, but I do believe we got more runes overall with certain cases with monsters and enemies, things like that. So at least did that and bounced out a few things too. And the jumping mechanic still needs fixing. Please get on that. Holy hell. Because the jumping in the game is horrendous in terms of how it works sometimes, and it doesn't want to work other times. So yeah, but love to hear from you guys. Sound off in the comments below. What do you think about this? And what are your hopes and futures for this game as far as like what it could lead to, what things it can add? Love to hear from you. Hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful and informative. If you did, leave a like. Very much appreciate it if you do. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next video.